Gestapo, Klaus Barbie, you name it, to run everything. It's got to be half the new university research facilities from 1946 on are named after Nazis. The Goddard Space Center, the Wernher von Braun Rocket Propulsion Lab, you know, on and 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 on. We got the Plum Island syphilis, weaponized Lyme's disease, just change the name, like you change Al-Qaeda to ISIS, from the Plum Island facility. Who ran the Plum Island facility from 1946 until 1972? Look it up. Just search Nazi scientist ran Plum Island. You'll get his name, the whole thing. It's public. It's declassified. So when I get up here and I say, I think this Ebola is weaponized, I think this Ebola is starting to go airborne, now you see it in the New York Times. Because anybody who actually researches can see something is wrong here. And we're told, calm down, let it spread, don't let people get ready for it. That's why they slapped me down 5 weeks ago. Shut up, InfoWars. Shut up, Drudge. Don't warn people. Don't say this could be dangerous. Don't say you should get ready. There it is, New York Post. Behind the secret plan to bring Nazi scientists to the U.S. Yeah, I mean that's part of that, but Operation Paperclip and others in the rat line. Pull up Nazi scientists ran Plum Island. It'll be like Associated Press. It was declassified in the 90s. Okay, I said I'd go to your phone calls. All I know is this is a lot worse than they said it was, and they're bringing people here that have Ebola so they can have plausible deniability when it gets out. And only public pressure pointing out that the globalists could be behind this, or certainly are to blame if it gets out now, may make them stop it. But if they think they'll get away with it, just like they're doing arming ISIS right now to fight ISIS, they'll do it. They found a headline there. I'll give it to you. Did Lyme's disease originate out of Plum Island? Well, they can debate that, even though it's not up for debate that it's weaponized. The point is that a Nazi scientist ran it. You can look it up. There have been mainstream television programs on the subject. And now the Daily Observer by Dr. Cyril Broderick, who I want to get on the show, guys. Ebola, AIDS manufactured by Western Pharmaceuticals, U.S. DOD. Dear world citizens, I have read a number of articles from your internet outreach, as well as articles from other sources about the casualties in Liberia and other West African countries, and about the human devastation caused by Ebola virus. About a week ago, I read an article published in summary of the Friends of Liberia that said there was an agreement that the initiation of the Ebola outbreak in West Africa was due to the contact of a 2-year-old child with bats that had flown in from the Congo. That report made me disconcerted with the reporting about Ebola and its simulation, a response to the Friends of Liberia saying that African people are not ignorant and gullible, as is being implicated. And then it just goes on to break it down. Number one, Ebola is genetically modified organism, GMO. And he breaks down some of the studies on that front. Number two, Ebola has a terrible history, and testing has been secretly taking place in Africa. That's been declassified. Number three, sites around Africa and in the West Africa have, over the years, been set up for testing emerging diseases, especially Ebola. And then he links to all the bibliographed admissions of it, which I'm aware of. So it's a very good article. Professor Broderick is a former professor of plant biology at the University of Liberia's College of Agriculture and Forestry. He's also a former observer farmer in 1980s. It was from this column in our newspaper, the Daily Observer, that Firestone spotted him and offered him the position of Director of Research in the 1980s. In addition, he is a scientist who was taught for many years in Agriculture College of the University of Delaware. So let's look into him and get him on. Because I don't know who he is, but I know I've seen mainstream news articles and documents and admissions on everything that was said right there. When we come back, I'm going to play the clip of 1990 Nova talking about airborne Ebola in a secret lab in the United States and what happened there. Because that's my point. Even if they're not releasing this on purpose, they can't contain it. Government can't do anything right. What are they doing with all these facilities? What are they doing bringing Ebola patients in to university medical hospitals? Well, we have the wing blocked off for the Ebola patients. I don't care. Keep them on ships. That was always the policy before. What is going on here?
My Magic Mud is a tooth whitening powder that removes plaque and detoxifies your mouth. It's safe for your enamel, giving you a beautiful polish and a dentist-like clean after every use. My Magic Mud is also the perfect remedy for pain caused by sensitivity. It strengthens your teeth and gums for a strong, healthy smile. The ingredients are 100% natural and it's safe for children. Simply brush with My Magic Mud right before bedtime for a cleaning you can count on. Visit mymagicmud.com.
Are you ready to surrender your right to buy body armor? No joke. Congress is now trying to outlaw civilian body armor. And if House Bill H.R. 5344 becomes law, you can kiss your right to protect yourself against rifle bullets goodbye. Don't put off your body armor purchase any longer. Go now to InfidelBodyArmor.com. Thousands of military veterans trust their lives to Infidel Body Armor. You should too. Spelled I-N-F-I-D-E-L. Infidel Body Armor. Just won't quit.
Question: could too many GMO foods and toxins be overloading your digestive and immune systems? Answer: yes. If you're searching for a powerful detox that's gentle enough to use every day, use Pro-EM1 from Teraganix. Pro-EM1 is a powerful liquid probiotic that uses good bacteria to suppress pathogens and gently eliminate toxins from your body. A healthy digestive system will cleanse and remove toxins, support weight loss, improve absorption of food nutrients, and aid in controlling yeast and other infections. Pro-EM1 is made with only non-GMO and certified organic ingredients, has no preservatives, and is dairy, soy, wheat, and gluten-free. Pro-EM1 is the key to your digestive health. Order Pro-EM1 Daily Probiotic Cleanse at Teraganix.com, spelled Teraganix.com, or call toll-free 866-369-3678. That's 866-369-3678. Also available through Amazon Prime. Pro-EM1 from Teraganix. Life's getting better.
What good is a Big Berkey water filter?
We get that question a lot here at BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. And in a word, the answer is protection. Protection from water main breaks, E. coli contamination, environmental chemical spills, pesticide runoff, chlorine taste and smell, and all forms of fluoride. Plus, Big Berkey water filters are the original gravity water filter system and most trusted on the market for a reason. Tested by multiple independent NSF EPA certified labs, they are the gold standard in water purification. At only 1.7 cents a gallon, a single set of filters can last for 5 to 10 years. That means big savings. Big Berkey, the one that's powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water. Get a Big Berkey today at BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. GCN listeners receive 5% off all ceramic filter systems. Visit our website or call 1-877-99-BERKEY. That's 877-99-BERKEY. Big Berkey Water Filters, for the love of clean water.
Hi, folks. Alex Jones here with some important information. I want to tell you about Matt Redhawk and his team of patriots over at My Patriot Supply. Several years ago, Matt was sitting in his 2-bedroom apartment, frustrated with the direction this country was headed and the charlatans willing to sell us out for a quick buck. Deciding to take action, a company run by patriots for patriots was born. My Patriot Supply has never taken a loan or accepted outside funding. They now operate 2 distribution facilities and employ over 50 hardworking American men and women. It is rare to find companies who practice what they preach. And that's why I stock my pantry with high-quality storable foods from My Patriot Supply. Go to mypatriotsupply.com/Alex today for special offers on emergency food storage, or call their preparedness specialist at 866-229-0927. That's 866-229-0927. Do business with someone who shares your values. mypatriotsupply.com/Alex. Wyatt here in just a moment. Alex Jones here back live, but a lot of new listeners have joined us. Just so you know, there's a lot of weapons labs playing with Ebola all over the world, especially Africa. Here's a clip from 1990 from Nova, narrated by Stacy Keach, breaking down what happened at a U.S. lab. And these things are all over the place.
In 1989, Ebola made its way to the U.S. Residents of this Washington, D.C. suburb had no idea that one of the world's deadliest viruses had emerged in their midst. in a primate quarantine unit in Reston, Virginia, monkeys in one of the holding rooms suddenly began to die. Secretly, a military team entered the quarantine unit and killed all 60 monkeys in the infected room. The crisis heightened as monkeys began to die in a different room. It appeared that the virus was moving through the ventilating system. In response, the military killed all 400 monkeys, ending the outbreak. This new strain of Ebola had shown the potential to spread through the air. Had it been lethal in humans, it could have been catastrophic.
And now the New York Times last Friday reporting what we told you over a month ago is saying that there is a lot of medical evidence that it's becoming airborne. What we are all afraid to say about Ebola was the headline. Regardless, it's found legs, it's spreading rapidly. Top scientists are saying it'll kill 5 million. Meanwhile, our government's saying 100,000 might get it, 50,000, 80,000 might die. We're not being told the truth here. Now, this is a short segment. I want to get through all your calls. 800-259-9231. I'm going to go to each caller quickly now. Wyatt in South Dakota, thanks for holding. You're on the air. Wyatt says that he wanted to comment on Ebola patients in Maryland and drills there. Okay, let's go to Eric in Minnesota. Go ahead. You say you're becoming a doctor. What's your take on all this? Yeah, I may be having a problem with the phone systems at GCN or something. I've got a second call I can't get audio on. Caller, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, go ahead.
Hey, how you doing, Alex? Just a few quick points I wanted to make about what we've been being told and what's supposedly going on. No, supposedly. The incubation period is 2 to 22 days currently, so someone could actually have it for 22 days before they even develop any symptoms. They're saying it's mutated over 250 times so far in the last 3 months. And I kind of wanted to go with the immunity discussion on this as well. Stem cells are what we call hemocytoblasts. They develop in the bone marrow, and B cells go to the thymus where they mature. And this develops our antibodies. And what they're saying right now is you can use the blood of people who have recovered to treat people, and it's partially true. You can use the blood and their antibodies will work. But the thing they're not telling anyone is that it won't make anyone immune. You would have to continue taking the blood.
Interesting. So as soon as those antibodies run out, the virus continues to regenerate.
Correct. I mean, you could become cured of it, but you wouldn't become immune if you were exposed to it again.
What are the theories? What are the theories around the medical people about why it's so much worse this time and how bad it really is?
I haven't heard too many theories about that yet. It is strange how it started this time, where the vector was actually in a large city instead of a small rural farming type population in the country. So it's kind of spreading backwards, which makes you think something else might be going on here.
What do you think about this top German virologist that heads up one of the most respected virology facilities in the world Friday, coming out and saying it's really going to be 5 million that are going to die?
Well, if you came into the United States, I mean, people here really are not educated on things like this. For instance, the safety precautions, there's usually 4 that we use. We use standard precaution, airborne precaution, droplet precaution, and contact precaution. Right now, they're telling us it's in the droplet precaution stage, where it can spread 3 to 5 feet in saliva, mucous membranes, etc. But who knows if that could spread further. But I mean, even the nurses and doctors in a lot of hospitals don't use proper precautions when they're dealing with patients.
Imagine Ebola getting into these hospitals with these super viruses in them. Who knows what could happen with that? And, of course, Africans have been around these type of viruses for a long time. They've got some herd immunity, I guess they would call it. I'm not a doctor, but just imagine if it gets into the West. It'll be like smallpox to the Indians. Incredible. Thank you so much, sir. More calls coming up.
We're on the march. The